118 islands linked by multiple bridges make up the center of Venice. With its Gothic architecture, Renaissance and Baroque buildings, wide piazzas, narrow canals, Venice is often described as one of the most beautiful cities in the world. In 2024, after many years of talking about it, Venice has finally introduced a day-wise fee for specific days of the year as tourist tax for entering this city. Anyways, in this video we are going to cover for you the most important sites in Venice which you should not miss while over there in your trip to this fascinating archipelago of Italian islands. So subscribe to this channel, sit back, relax and enjoy.
If you want to explore Venice, then you should fill up your stomach because it's a long walk like we did and enjoy roaming around this beautiful city.
The Grand Canal is one of the world's greatest waterways for good reason. It splits Venice neatly into two, lined with palazzos, each fancier than the next, and crossed by just 4 bridges, including the massive Rialto Bridge. The self-proclaimed most beautiful bookstore in the world is composed of a number of overstuffed rooms stacked wall to wall with books, magazines, maps, and other literature. Due to Venice's constant flooding, however, these picturesque piles are all placed inside bathtubs, waterproof bins, and in one room, a full-size gondola can also be seen. The name itself even means bookstore of high water. Rialto Bridge is the marble-clad affair linking the San Marco and San Polo districts via the Grand Canal since 1591. It is second only to Piazza San Marco when it comes to visitors' numbers. This is also the oldest bridge spanning the Grand Canal in Venice. This bridge gets its name from the Rialto Market, which sits on the eastern bank of the river. The bridge was created to link this market with the western bank, and the bridge has a covered central section which is home to shops, markets with pedestrian access on either side.
The Church of Santa Maria di Nazareth, better known as the Church of the Scalzi, is among the most important monuments of the Venetian district of Cannaregio. Located very near the Santa Lucia station, this church is an authentic masterpiece of the late Venetian Baroque. The construction of the sanctuary began at the 18th century. The magnificent facade inside gives the church its fairy tale magic castle experience. The Chiesa dei Santi Apostoli di Cristo, or commonly called the San Apostoli, is a 7th century Roman Catholic church located in the city of Venice. This is one of the oldest churches in the city and has undergone numerous modifications since its foundation. The present building is the result of a major reconstruction project undertaken in the late 1500s.
In the year 15 1516, Venice's Jewish community was forcibly settled onto an island in Cannaregio, and the word ghetto was born. Over the following centuries, it expanded, though citizens were still confined to the area at the nightly curfew and had to build skyscrapers as much as 8 stories high to fit into the tiny area. While they lived in cramped conditions, though, they worshipped in synagogues every bit as fancy as Venice's churches. Each community of origin had its own place of worship. Guided tours can take you to 2 out of the 5 ghettos in Venice. Outside, in the area's main square, is a Holocaust memorial remembering the 246 Jews who were arrested here and sent to the concentration camps during World War II. Napoleon calls the St. Mark's Square the drawing room of Europe, and even with today's crowds and thickets of selfie sticks, St. Mark's Square is as refined as ever. Ride the elevator to the top of the bell tower for drone-style views. This bell tower is called the Campanile di San Marco, and it sits at the corner of the square. From the intricate Byzantine-style mosaics on the floor to the glowing golden roof and wall mosaics whose saints and martyrs sparkle, the Basilica of San Marino is not to be skipped during your trip to Venice. Just beyond the St. Mark's Square is the Doge's Palace, which was home to the Doge of Venice, the city's most powerful person. And right next to the Doge's Palace is the Bridge of Sighs, which was used in the year 1600 to take prisoners from the palace to the prison.
To take a break while exploring Venice, it's time to fill the stomach with some food, and when in Italy, it's obviously the pasta, also the limoncello. The Church of Santa Maria Formosa was built in 1492 and is one of the architectural masterpieces marking the introduction of the full spatial vision embodied in the Tuscan Renaissance in Venice. Burano and Murano are one of the few islands of the archipelago of the Venetian lagoon and is definitely worth a visit. These islands are located to the north of Venice, very near the Torsello, and is famous for the lace and colored houses, a really recommendable visit. Burano is 9.3 kilometers away from Venice and takes about 40 minutes by the water bus, also known as the Vaporetto, to get there. However, if you want to get from Venice to Burano, the best way is to go to the Fondamante Novi stop, where you can board on the ACTV water bus, leaving approximately every 30 minutes. হতে পারে
The Burano Island is filled with homes painted in every color of the rainbow.
Apart from its eye-catching colorful houses, Burano is also famous for its handicrafts, and the specialty of this island is lace. Even though this art has unfortunately been somewhat lost over the years, some ladies of Burano have given their heart and soul to preserve it. The little story of Burano tells us that the houses were painted at the time so that fishermen could find their way and their homes in case of heavy fog. Burano's got 3 main canals and there are bridges to connect the different parts of the island. The most popular one with iconic views is the Treponti Bridge, and the other two are the Corte Comer and Terrenovas Bridge. The Church of San Martino is known for its large leaning tower. One cannot miss it, and it is located in the southeast of the island of Burano.
This was truly a grand experience coming to Burano from the main island of Venice. We highly recommend you to visit either Burano or Murano or both during your visit to Venice.
This concluded our intense Venice trip, and as we returned to the main island, we hopped into a cafe and tried the famous tiramisu. Enjoying the night views of Venice, we made our way back to the hotel after packing some food for our dinner.
We hope that you have enjoyed this video, and we do hope sincerely that you visit Venice soon and let us know if you've enjoyed your trip. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.